Hello, Sarah.
Hi, Ed.
What you doing?
Oh, I'm planning a trip to America.
To my home?
Yeah.
My home country?
Yeah, I have never been there.
And where were you going to go?
Oh, I would like to go to New York, San Francisco, Chicago.
Great cities.
What do you think?
I think it's a great idea.
Yeah.
But you've listed only cities.
Yeah.
What about nature?
Oh, yes.
You know, there are some great national parks in the United States.
Oh, for example?
Grand Canyon National Park.
Yeah.
You must see that. And how about Yosemite National Park?
Oh, yeah.
And what about Yellowstone?
Oh.
And what about, oh, there's so many.
Yeah. And so?
Well, you can't see all of them, but you can see some great ones.
Yeah.
Those are
okay.
ones I recommend.
Yeah, because I have only 2 weeks, you know.
That's going to be a very busy trip.
Yeah, I'm very excited.
And you know something? Our lesson today is about national parks.
Oh, fantastic.
So we go read something about
yes,
it? Okay.
Yes. Wow. So from Advanced 3.
The great outdoors. A nature lover's vacation.
Oh, perfect for my trip.
Exactly. You're going to learn a lot today.
Yes.
So let's learn about this nature lover's vacation. Many people enjoy spending their vacations swimming, lying in the sun, and staying at luxurious hotels. But there are countless others who prefer a different kind of holiday. They head for the country, to one of the numerous United States national parks, and take advantage of the fresh air and many outdoor activities that nature has to offer. I'm a successful lawyer from San Francisco, says Gavin Murphy. But every once in a while, I like to get back to nature. I usually go to Yosemite National Park, where I sleep in a tent, hike, and enjoy the peace and quiet.
Yeah.
Visitors to our country's national parks have a wide variety of activities to choose from. They can go fishing in a cold stream, hiking on a winding nature trail, or biking along scenic paths. At certain times of the year, guided nature walks and interesting lectures on a variety of topics are offered to park guests. These responsibilities, along with protecting the parks and keeping them clean, are part of the duties of the park rangers, who have undergone intensive training and are considered to be nature experts as well as nature lovers. Our job is to do all we can to help our visitors enjoy their stay and learn more about nature and wildlife, says Darby Graham, who has been a park ranger for 11 years. Some of our guests have no experience being in the country, so we often have our work cut out for us, Graham explains. Camping out does have its disadvantages, however. If it rains, there's not much to do. And even after the weather clears up, there's still lots of mud to deal with. The weather can be quite chilly at night, and there are always many mosquitoes. Park rangers also recommend that visitors watch out for snakes, whose bites can be poisonous. They stress the fact that it is essential that food be kept packed away so that an unexpected bear doesn't pay an unwelcome visit to some surprised guests. Yet, nature lovers continue to visit national parks year after year. It might be nice to sit by a swimming pool and sip a tropical drink, Tanya Rodriguez says, but nature is really so beautiful. And I've met such interesting people here. Nothing compares to a vacation like this.
Oh, yes, Ed.
Yeah, that's it.
Yes, it's very interesting.
It's very interesting.
Yes.
Yep.
Not the part about snakes.
Not the part about mud and mosquitoes.
Yes, okay.
But those are small disadvantages.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? I think the nature, the scenery, and the views that you can get in these national parks make those disadvantages disappear.
Yes. Have
Absolutely.
you ever been to a national park?
I have been to a national park, okay, and it's a very strange story, and I'll tell you later about it.
Okay, okay.
Okay, but I think I'm more of a city boy.
Yes.
Yeah,
But do you like nature?
I do.
Okay.
I love nature, especially the beach. Let's take a look at today's story, especially some of the key words. Okay, holiday. Okay, now holiday is another word for vacation. Okay, I think in the United States we use the word vacation more than holiday. For us in the United States, a holiday is like Christmas or Easter, but time that you spend going to places you were interested in seeing, that's more for us a vacation. Country means, of course, nation, but it also means the areas outside the city. We call that
Countryside.
the countryside is another term that we would
So
use.
do you prefer the city and not the countryside?
Well, you know, I'm in the middle. I'm in the, I like the suburbs. That means it's a little bit city and it's a little bit country.
Countryside, yeah.
Okay, so you have the best of both situations. National parks, okay, that's the whole article is about national parks. Okay, these are we have national parks, we have state parks, county parks. These are all managed by different entities, yes,
Organizations.
different organizations. So the national parks, we could say, are the biggest, most important parks, like the ones I mentioned before.
Yeah.
Right, Grand Canyon, and Yellowstone, Bryce Canyon. Okay, these are the big national parks. Fresh air, okay, that's pretty
Easy.
clear, right? Now outdoor activities, okay.
Oh, there are many outdoor activities.
Exactly. I
Yeah.
mean, you know, skiing is an outdoor activity. Hiking,
Yeah.
right? Camping,
Running and so.
yeah, all
there are
that.
many.
Yeah. It's good for your health.
Yes.
Okay, now, this lawyer, Gavin Murphy from San Francisco, okay, we can imagine that he's a city guy, right? He says he likes to go to Yosemite National Park to get back to nature, okay? That means going back to the origins of man, okay? So he likes to spend his time sleeping in a tent,
Yeah.
hiking,
Hike.
and enjoying the peace and quiet. Because
Yes.
I can imagine that San Francisco might be a noisy place, like most big cities.
Yeah.
And so going to the country
It's
is very relaxing.
relaxing, yes.
Absolutely. Even though he's hiking, it's still a relaxing thing.
Yeah.
Okay? Let's take a look at some other key words, interesting words. This way of expressing an activity, to go fishing, to go swimming, to go hiking. Okay, so very often we have this verb go. Tied with an activity. Okay, to go shopping, that's probably
Yeah.
one of your activities.
Yes, I like it.
You like shopping. All right? Biking, that means riding a bicycle. That's pretty easy, right? Nature walks, that's what going to these national parks is all about. You can spend hours and days.
Walking and walking.
I think even weeks walking through these national parks because they're very big.
They are huge.
They're huge, absolutely. Now, the people who work in the parks, the park rangers, okay, they can give lectures. They can tell you stories about the park. Okay, that is a lecture.
And I think it's very interesting for people.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. You know, some people go to parks and they see, oh, that's nice, that's a nice mountain, that's a nice lake, but they don't know the history behind it. And that's what the park rangers do. They give you these interesting lectures,
Yes, information.
lots of information. These responsibilities, these duties is another synonym for responsibilities, okay? These park rangers protect the parks. Not everybody that visits parks appreciates nature, but I think 99.9% of the people do. You have always maybe 0.1% people who really don't really respect
Yeah.
the territory. But
Yeah,
this
yeah.
happens in cities, this happens everywhere.
Everywhere.
Okay? So the park rangers are like a police force for the park.
Yes,
Okay,
they
here we-
control
Yeah.
people.
Exactly. Park ranger. Okay.
Yeah.
They have gone in intensive training. Okay? So they need to learn, they themselves need to learn as much as they can about the park that they're protecting. Okay? Wildlife. This is an interesting word. It's two words put together, right? Wild and life. This means the animals that live in the wild. Okay? That doesn't mean your pet cat or your pet dog.
No.
These are wild animals.
Yeah.
So you must be careful when you go to these big national parks,
Yeah.
because there are bears, pumas, what's a type of a lion, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. And then there are snakes. So all of these wildlife creatures you have to respect.
Yeah.
Keep your distance. Okay. Experience. Okay.
Cut out for us. Work cut out for us.
Yeah, now this is a very interesting expression, okay? We have our work cut out for us, okay? Let's see, to cut out. How can we define this? I think what it means is that the job that these park rangers have is quite well defined, okay? They know what they have to do, but they have a lot to do.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, to be cut out for, that's another phrasal verb, okay? I am cut out to be a teacher. That means my nature, I'm a good teacher.
Yeah.
I'm not cut out to be a lawyer.
Yeah?
It's
Okay.
not my character.
Yes, okay. You're perfect.
I don't
You're
know.
a teacher, yes.
Okay?
Then okay, we have mosquitoes. I think we know this word.
Unfortunately, we know
Yes.
this word. Now, here's another interesting word, chilly. Okay? That means cool. Temperature's a little bit low. Let's take a look at another phrasal verb is watch out. That means look, be careful, watch out.
Yeah.
Okay, be careful.
Because there are snakes.
There are
I don't
snakes.
like very much snakes.
You don't like snakes?
No.
Well, I don't
No.
like poisonous snakes.
Ah, but absolutely. Yes, yes.
Okay. Do you know what
I'm
kinds?
afraid, you know.
Yeah. You should be when you're in a national park. You should, again, keep your
Yeah.
distance. Snakes can be dangerous.
Yes.
Okay. Here's another word that we use a lot in English, to stress. Okay, we know what stress is.
Yeah.
Okay, but to stress means to underline, to emphasize something. Okay. Okay, a bear. That's pretty easy, right? We all know what bears are. Big bears, little bears. To continue to visit, right?
Keep on.
To keep on, right? To visit one time, to visit again
Yeah.
and again.
Oh, they are so beautiful that I think that just one visit is not enough.
That's probably true, and they're very large. So even if you spend a week, sometimes it's not enough.
No.
Now you're going to spend 2 weeks in the United States.
Yes.
I think you're going to have to run a
You're
lot
right, yes.
to see all the things you want to see.
Not a relaxing holiday.
Okay. Now here's what I mentioned before about different types of vacations. Like I said, I'm a city boy. I like looking at cities, San Francisco, New York, Chicago. But Tanya Rodriguez says that nature is really beautiful. She meets interesting people. Nothing compares to a vacation like this. So we can understand here that Tanya Rodriguez prefers the national parks. She prefers a natural vacation.
Yes.
Right?
Open air.
Exactly
vacation.
right. Okay, so these are some of the key words, interesting words that we've learned today in this article.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think we can also do an exercise. I would like to do exercise number 3, Ed.
Okay, let's take a look.
Okay.
We'll go to the practice section.
Yeah. Number
Choose
3.
exercise number
I think
3.
it's very interesting.
It is interesting.
Yeah.
Now, read the article, which we did, right? Think about whether you would enjoy a vacation in a national park. Then put the advantages and disadvantages of these back to nature vacations into the correct columns. So we have divided advantages from disadvantages.
Okay.
Okay, let's take a look at some of the advantages. There are many outdoor activities. There are many things to do outdoors.
Oh.
That's an advantage, right?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so we'll put that there. There is peace and quiet, silence, no noise.
Positive.
You know, I live in an apartment and it's very noisy.
So we can say
This is a positive thing.
Okay.
Right? I would like some peace and quiet.
Yeah, sometimes.
Yes. You can go on guided nature walks. Okay? You can walk through the parks. They can be guided. That means somebody who knows the park is with you and can explain what you're looking at,
And
where
I
you're
think
going.
it's a good idea.
That's
yes.
a positive
I like very much this.
thing.
Yes.
That's an advantage.
Yes.
Bears may surprise you. A surprise from you would be good. A surprise from a bear,
I don't know if it's really good.
it may not be a good thing.
Yes.
Okay, so we want to look at bears, but we want to be far from
Yeah.
the bear.
Yeah.
Okay, so I think that's a disadvantage. That's a disadvantage. There is plenty of fresh air. There's a lot of fresh air. Okay, that's a good thing. That's an
Yeah.
advantage. Okay,
Oh. The other one I don't think is so positive.
maybe you're right. There
Yeah.
are many mosquitoes.
No.
I hate mosquitoes.
Really? Yes. Okay.
The weather can be quite chilly at night. Well, it depends. If you like chilly weather, then it's an advantage. Most people like to be warm though.
Yeah.
So I'm going to put that in a disadvantage. There might be poisonous snakes. Absolutely.
Not positive.
Okay.
Okay.
So there you have your advantages and your disadvantages about a back to nature vacation.
And then, if they want, there are other exercises. So, Ed, remember, you are going to tell us about your experience in the national park.
Yes, I have two experiences.
Really?
Yes. The first one is a nice one. The second one, not so nice.
Okay.
Now, the first one, I was in Colorado and I climbed a mountain. And as I was climbing the mountain, I was taking photographs with my sister's camera. Great photographs,
Yeah.
great views, just fantastic. And we got up to the top of the mountain. I think it took about 2 or 3 hours to go up to the top. At the top, I was taking more photos. And then we went down the mountain, and that was very quick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So got back to the campsite and I said, I can't wait to see these photos. And I looked for my camera and I couldn't find the camera.
There wasn't.
That camera is at the top of a mountain in Colorado. And that was my sister's camera. So I felt very bad that I lost the camera and all those great photographs.
Yes, that's a pity.
Yeah. It's a nice story. But at the end, I lost the camera.
Yeah.
Now, another time I was in New Mexico, and there was another national park. It's called Meteor Crater National Park. Now, this national park is famous because a meteor from space came crashing to the ground and created a huge crater. And this, of course, was, I don't know, maybe millions of years ago. Now, to get into the park, you had to buy a ticket.
Yeah.
I think the ticket was maybe $10. Now, $10 at that time sounded like a lot of money to me. So me and my friend, we said, let's go into the park without paying for the ticket. So we climbed over the fence, got into the park, and we were there for about 30 seconds when 2 park rangers came up to us and said,
Come here.
come here.
Yeah.
I won't tell you the rest of the story.
Why not?
Well, it wasn't so bad. They just escorted us out of the park.
Yeah, but they were right, I think.
They were right, and I think they were very good to us. They could have been a lot more stringent. They could have made us pay a heavy fine.
Yeah, so you were lucky that time.
I was lucky.
Okay.
So we learned something about national parks,
Yes.
and I hope you enjoy them when you go on your trip.
Yes, so at the end we can say New York, it's okay.
You must see New York.
Okay, then what?
San Francisco.
Okay, second.
That's my
okay.
recommendation.
Okay, San Francisco.
Then I would say Yosemite Park and Yellowstone Park and Grand Canyon and also the other Bryce Canyon Park. And then there's the park. No, Sarah.
Okay.
I know it's a lot to see. You have to choose. You only have 2 weeks.
But maybe I can ask for 3 days off?
Good idea.
Yeah. Okay, so 3 days off, and so I can see other national parks.
You can see one more.
Okay, perfect, Ed.
Okay, Sarah.
Okay, so we have to say goodbye.
Right.
And
We have to go to a park.
Yes, we have to go to study. Okay, so bye-bye, Ed.
See you next lesson.
Bye.